So we all know that Cenat has accomplished many great things over the years as a streamer, from streaming with some of the biggest celebrities in the world to holding the all-time Twitch record for the most active subscribers, and that record will probably never be broken. Nobody could ever possibly take any of this success away from Kai, but one thing's for sure is that none of this would have been possible without a great team of friends around him, and a prime example of this is Kai's newest idea, which is a giant content house consisting of some of his closest friends, and it's been life-changing thus far. But who's exactly in this new content house, and why is it working out so well for everyone involved? Well, that's probably what you're here to figure out. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the trap house with the biggest trapper. And while you're at it, don't forget to click that very first link down below in my description to join my Discord server and become an official member of the community. Now with all of that being said, let's get into Cenat's genius idea. So to start, as most of you probably know by now, Cenat started his YouTube journey about 7 years ago, but he was already gaining a pretty big name for himself on the internet through posted skits to platforms like Facebook and Instagram. Kai wouldn't really start seeing any real success with his YouTube content up until his freshman year of college, where he started doing his popular Ding Dong Ditch series. And because of how popular these videos were, this led to him collabing with another big YouTuber from the same area as him who goes by the name of Phantom. Bando was a pretty big 2K YouTuber, but at this time he was a part of a rising group within the YouTube space known as AMP, and this group featured a bunch of YouTube's biggest creators such as Agent 00, I'm Davis, and of course Duke Dennis. This group would grow rapidly, quickly becoming one of the biggest content groups on the entire platform, and after Phantom collab with Kai, he began to admire his work ethic while also appreciating how entertaining he was as well. This led to Phantom seeing a lot of potential within Kai, and eventually he would give him the chance to join the group, and this will be a decision that forever changed multiple lives.
Bando came to me and was like, yo, I'm in a group called AMP, and I want you to I'm trying to tell them about you, and I was wondering if you just watch what we got on the channel and see if you interested. And then long story short, I was watching, and then he said, yo, you gonna fly out with me next month or whatever, which I did.
Needless to say, it ended up working out perfectly for everyone involved, and AMP will end up accumulating millions of subscribers, and shortly after, Kai will also start off his Twitch journey with his live streams, and as everyone watching this video knows, it's going pretty well. I could sit here all day listing Kai's accomplishments on both Twitch and YouTube, but the hard truth is, I don't think Kai would have seen all of this success if it wasn't for involving certain people within his content. And no, I'm not just talking about his star-studded guests. For years now, Cenat has always included his friends within his content, ranging from friends he's known since his early days in New York to friends he's made in entirely different countries live on stream. So let's start with some of Cenat's closest friends, Tylil, Punga, and Dez. These are some people who he's been around throughout the entire course of his career, dating all the way back to his early childhood and college as well. These three have been included in basically every major form of content Kai has did for years now, ranging from just random big events that Kai does on the regular to some of his never-ending marathon streams. And this will lead to all three of them getting a pretty big following on social media as well. I think the most notable out of the three is probably Tylil, because I know he has a pretty big following across all social media platforms. He definitely does a lot more content creation than both Punga and Dez. But another key friendship that Kai will end up making during his streaming career is probably the most random friendship of them all. But this next person we're going to mention practically became a superstar overnight, because after forming the most random friendship with Cenat live on stream, this person's life will never be the same, and we're referring to the one and the only Rayasianboy. Ray and Kai randomly met one day in Japan while Kai was doing a series of IRL streams in the country, and Ray just happened to be in the country due to being on a school field trip. Ray would notice Kai and end up approaching him to tell him that he's a big fan, and because of how great Ray's energy was and how well the both of their energies matched together, the two of them ended up completely hitting it off, sparking the most unlikely friendship of both of their lives.
Yo! What's good, bruh?
It's my dream.
It's a dream?
Yeah! My boy!
I love you, man.
Kai! Yeah!
Oh my god! I love you, bro. I love you, bro. Huh?
Got it!
Got it?
Got it!
Got it?
Yeah!
Got I did it! Stop it! Oh my God, I love you, bro. I love you. You cool, bro.
After this, Ray would end up becoming a major part of Kai's content, being featured in multiple streams and YouTube videos, including 4 of the 5 biggest videos currently on Cenat's main channel. In fact, the most popular video on Kai's main channel is like a short film that stars both him and Ray, which they ended up producing the first ever time Ray came to America. And of course, Ray will also quickly become a fan favorite as well, and he also will be featured in basically every major event that Kai did, such as his marathons, subathons, things like that. And this eventually led to Ray gaining a massive following across social media himself, even gaining over 1 million Twitch followers. But unfortunately, Ray ended up completely vanishing from the internet just a few months ago. And for a while, no one really had any idea of what happened to him, but many people speculated that Ray may have joined the military, because it is mandatory that all males over the age of 18 have to serve at least 1 year in the military in Ray's home country of Taiwan. So this wasn't necessarily the worst guess. Ray had made it public that he had to do military service at some point, but everyone who had this speculation would end up being very wrong. But before we get into how everyone's wrong, there's still 2 more friendships that we have to briefly go over, because they also play a major role in this entire thing. So first, let's talk about the popular 16-year-old streamer who goes by the name of Rakai. Rakai started off his streaming career not long ago at all. It was about maybe a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago since he started. And very early on into his career, he copied a lot of what Kai did, even calling himself Cenat's son. And this eventually caught the attention of Cenat and led to the 2 of them getting into a Discord call together, which eventually led to Rakai getting the opportunity of a lifetime to be featured heavily with their Cenat's Mafia-thon 2, which was probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest streaming marathon to ever touch Twitch. This is where Cenat broke the all-time subscriber record and things like that. And being a major part of that marathon would change Rakai's life forever. And lastly, we have the newest friendship, which is someone who we haven't really seen too much around Kai in the past, but he definitely has a lot of potential to become a very huge streamer. And I'm referring to Reggie, aka Lil Rodney's son. Now, Lil Rodney's son has been on the internet for years. He's had multiple viral skits that a lot of people probably have seen but don't really know that it was him. But he recently started off his live streaming career, and this is someone who Kai would talk about multiple times on his stream, acknowledging his potential as a streamer.
Like, the next person that I think is really gonna go crazy, I'm not gonna lie, bro, is Lil Rodney's son, bro. I call him Lil Rodney's son, but if you know who I'm talking about, bro, I ain't gonna lie, his time is coming. I'm saying it now, chat. His time is on the way. I'm telling you, bro, that nigga funny as shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. His time is coming.
And this will also lead to the 2 of them jumping in Discord calls together, creating a bit of a bond over the internet first, and then Kai would end up inviting Lil Rodney's son out to the Super Bowl, which would be the first time the 2 of them would ever meet in person. And after this, Reggie ended up getting the opportunity of a lifetime. Reggie ended up getting the opportunity to play a major role in Cenat's Batman gaming marathon, where he would play as the role of Robin, while of course Kai would be Batman. And this marathon ended up being a huge success for the both of them, and they got a lot of viral clips all over the internet as well. And with the success and potential of all Cenat's friends over the years, Kai decided to do something that would end up changing everyone I just mentioned lives forever. In a recent stream where Ray announced his return back to streaming, Cenat also had a major announcement as well, because this is where he will reveal that he had bought a content house for every single one of his friends, which ended up being a major shock to everyone, because no one really had any idea of who was going to be in this house until he revealed it. And of course, a lot of people had questions about whether or not it would really work out. And let's just say, as of right now, it's going great. And key reasons for this is because, one, all of these people have already been on the internet for a while now. They've been around Kai. All of them have a bit of a following, so it's not like they're starting from ground zero. And of course, reason number 2 is because of all of the great collabs that they've been doing with the actual AMP group as well. Like, as you guys know, AMP does an annual firework award. It's usually around the 4th of July, but sometimes it happens randomly. And that's kind of what's been going on right now between AMP and this new content house that Kai created. There's been a bunch of back and forths that included fireworks and just damaging the house that he just bought. And it's really just been working out well for literally everyone, not just the people who are living in this house. Even key members of AMP, for how big they already are on the internet, They've been pulling crazy live stream numbers since they started doing collabs with these groups. In the past week alone, I've seen both Agent and Duke Dennis have over 100,000 live viewers during this whole big war between the two houses. So as of right now, this idea that Kai had to put all of these people in the house that's close to the actual AMP house has seemed to be working out great. And I think it's going to pan out great for a very long time just because of all of the different personalities and how many different collabs they could do between the two groups. So I think this is just the tip of the iceberg of what we're going to see in the very near future. But that's just my personal opinion, and as you guys know, the only opinion that I really care about is you guys' opinion. So with that being said, be sure to leave a comment down below telling me what you think about this entire situation. How do you feel about Cenat's new content group, and do you think it's going to work out as well as it seems it's going to work out? We all know that content groups can get a little bit tricky if they aren't done correctly, so be sure to let me know what do y'all think about this whole thing down below in the comments. And while you're at it, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join me on my journey to 15K. While you're at it, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy the video, be sure to give me a thumbs down. As always, any feedback is good feedback to me. And of course, I appreciate all of the love and support, and I'll catch you boys and girls in the next banger, man.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.